Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the card we're making today. It's this lovely poppy card and I'm so happy with the way this one turned out. I absolutely love it. So let me show you how I did it. The card base is Early Espresso, so this is a standard A6 card base. So that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then I've got a piece of crumb cake here which measures 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then I have a whole bunch of scraps. I have scraps in Basic Black, Old Olive, Garden Green, Whisper White, Poppy Parade and Real Red. So it's a great way to use up your scrap pile. So we're going to start off with some stamping. So I'm going to get out a little piece of Whisper White and I'm going to use Memento, and the stamp set we're going to be using is this great one, this double set called Itty Bitty Greetings, and we're going to be using the stamp set that says Forever and Always, but I mean in this set you are spoiled for choice of what you want. So let's just ink up our sentiment, make sure it's nicely inked up. Here it is. Okay, and then just press down, hold, and there we go. And now we're gonna just let that dry for a second, and then I'm just gonna punch out a piece here of Real Red, no, Poppy Parade. I'm gonna use the Poppy Parade. So there we go, there's a piece of Poppy Parade, and then I'm going to punch out the sentiment as well. And I didn't tell you, this is the classic label punch that I'm using, and I'm just trying to get it as straight as possible. Okay, so close up the punch, and then all I'm going to do here is put some snail on the back of my piece, and then I'm going to mat it. Now what I need to do is actually cut this piece in half down the center, so from point to point. Try and be straight if you can. Okay, and then we're just going to use this piece as our mat. So okay, so there we've got our piece matted, our little sentiment, so set that aside, don't lose that. And now we're going to move on to our poppies. The poppies are actually all die cut, there's no more stamping at all. And the stamps that we're going to be using is this one called Poppy Moments. We're going to be using a lot of this, so I'm going to show you. I've cut out the base of my poppies with Real Red, so you're going to cut out the Real Red with the base, and then I'm going to cut out the top of the poppy with Poppy Parade, and I'm going to do the same for the large and the small poppies. And then I'm going to use also these leaves here, and as you can see that's the base of the leaf, so I'm going to cut that in Old Olive, and I'm going to cut the accent piece out in Garden Green, and the same for this bit of leaf. And then these are our flower centers, and those are all going to be cut out in Basic Black. So we are pretty much using most of the stamp set, a really good amount of it. I'm going to cut out 2 of the big poppies, so 2 each of these, 2 each of these, and the same again the leaves, 2 and 2. So I'm going to put everything through the big shot until my arm falls off and I'll be back. Okay, so everything is cut out, as you can see. I've got tons of bits, and I'm going to stick this all together to make our poppies, but I'll show you the first one and then I'm going to put you on fast forward for the rest, because otherwise you'll maybe get a bit bored watching me do the same thing 50 times over. So all you're going to do is stick down your tops to your bases and make sure you just need to get them lined up. Okay, so you're going to get them lined up like that. So my Real Red is going to be the base and my Poppy Parade is going to be the top. So I've got my silicone mat here because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of gluing and I don't want to get glue everywhere all over my craft mat and everything. I'm going to use a bit of Tombow, and because the Tombow's got such a thin nozzle I can just use a thin bead, and keeping it upside down as I showed you in previous videos, really has helped me to get the tombow to come out. So I'm just putting tiny dots wherever I want. Okay, let me show you. This is what I said before in my previous videos I used to keep my tombow in, so screw it back up again and it holds it perfect. And this is a nail for nail varnish normally, but holds my tombow beautifully, so that's what I'm using for that. So now I'm just going to take my flower here and put it back the way I had it, which was like that. And because it's tombow, it gives you a little bit of wiggle room as well, just to get things lined up. And when you've got them lined up, just give them a push down. Maybe from the other side as well helps. Like that. And that's what we're going to do for all of the flowers and for the leaves. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll put you on fast forward again through this. Okay, so everything's stuck down as you can see, so I'm just going to put all of that to the side for now, and I'm going to bring back our base. This is the crumb cake that we're going to layer everything up on. So I'm just going to use some snail for this, I think, and I'm just going to open the snail, otherwise it won't work. Ugh. There we go. And I'm just going to start layering it up, you know, putting these down wherever I want. And because I'm only going to put adhesive in the center of each flower, it allows me to tuck as I so wish. Okay, so that's what we've got, you know, and then all I'm going to do now is go along here and just chop off, cut off the excess, any bit that's hanging over the edge, like that. Okay, so now get rid of these little bits totally. And now, as I said, if there's any bits here that you feel are maybe going to rise up like here, you can just squirt a little bit of tombow underneath and that will hold everything. But by just having the snail initially, it allows you time, it gives you a chance to tuck as you might want, you know. Okay, so there, we've done that, and now we're going to bring in our card base. So we're just going to, as I've got the tombow in my hand, I'm just going to use this, just you don't need a lot on the back of tombow, and then you're going to put that down on your card base and just push it down everywhere. Okay, and then we're going to take this, and as I've got the tombow in my hand, I'm just going to use that as well. Close it up now because we're done with it, and then pick it up if I can. Make sure I have it the right way around. You wouldn't want your sentiment to be upside down, that wouldn't do. And then I think I'm just going to tuck it here like I did before, forever and always. Okay, so that's what we've got, and then I'm going to bring in the finishing touches. These are the frosted epoxy droplets, and I'm just going to put one in each of the centres of these big flowers, and I think this really just helps to make the whole thing pop. And then I'm just going to use one of these red rhinestones just here after the always. There we go, and we're done. So they're the two cards. I really like them. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know. I always like to know people's opinions, so please do let me know. I do hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and don't forget to subscribe to future videos if you're not already a subscriber. If you want any information about this project, supply list, etc., it'll be on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links, including my new Facebook group, are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!